3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm sitting all alone.
Hard hit into right, back at the wall.
That's how many sugar, I can feel it in my bones.
Big Puppy.
Back with 2 outs. Kimbrel deals. Bregman in the air, left field. Benintendi dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, what a play! Game saver, Andrew Benintendi.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
What's up and welcome back to the Pesky Podcast, episode 37. My name is Ari. This is Robert. We're talking baseball. How's it going?
Not too bad, Ari. How about you?
Good. It's getting cold, and it's for real up here.
Man, what I want to do for some baseball right now. We're in that off-season mode. We're like 2 to 3 weeks into the off-season at this point?
I think it's like 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, and now we are feeling the effects of no content November. All right, so what is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a great day today. YouTube, you get to see these beautiful faces, as is every week. Spotify and iTunes gang, though, we never forget about you guys. How you guys doing today? Make sure all you guys like, subscribe, follow, turn on notifications when you see your two favorite idiots go live every single week. With that being said, also follow the Pesky Poll Podcast Instagram. No need to ramble today. Oh, that's all we're doing is just rambling today. But like I said, we have no content. So the main plan is we're just going to talk about some free agents that the Red Sox have and some other free agents around the league that we would like to maybe see on this Red Sox team. But first, Ari wanted to talk a little bit more about Cora. Ari, you have the floor.
Yeah, so I don't know if you watched the press conference, but it was really eye-opening for me. And I know a lot of people are still really, really down on like Alex Cora and this is the worst thing that the Red Sox could have possibly done. And I do not agree with that. Like this is worse than Pete Rose and blah blah blah, all that crap. I don't think that's true. I think that Alex Cora is a manager and he's the right manager for the job in 2021 and beyond. And in his press conference, they went around and, kind of said their own bit. And Bloom, interestingly enough, Bloom contacted Cora not for the managerial job at first, just to literally to check in on him and be like, yo, how's it going? Like, how are you doing? And they were like, yeah, good. And they just kind of started chatting. And eventually, Bloom said that I realized very quickly that basically when you talk to Alex, he always talks about baseball. And so he said it was really important that I realized that. Or I'm paraphrasing,
Yeah.
But so so they signed him not just because the majority of the players are really excited to see him, and the majority of the fans love him, staff loves him. They made it not just be, we're not doing this just because, we're going to go back to what we did before. But there was a legitimate reason, and it wasn't anything. It was really genuine, and and the whole, because Cora said his bit, and he thanked the Red Sox organization and all that, and this was really hard for me to hear, honestly, because he said, the whole sign stealing thing, my whole situation will follow me wherever I go.
So it's part of his legacy now, yeah.
Yep. And he said that no one is ever going to let me forget that. And he said, so my job now is to move past that. And I could almost feel like what he was trying to say, what he meant was can people just move past that? I messed up, and can we just move on and move toward a common goal of winning another World Series?
Yeah, it's not the same as the Astros' current manager, who's just it's just I don't want to talk about it. I was never a part of this. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah.
no. Cora was so transparent about it, and I guess I was just really glad that was the case. And even when we rehired him, he was like, "Let's go back to winning a World Series. Like, let's just kind of move past this.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I am more than glad that he is back in the helm of being our manager because, like I said, we won back in 2013. Was that still Francona?
No, it's Farrell.
Oh, that was Farrell. Yeah, thank God it wasn't Bobby V. That's all I gotta say.
Farrell had his issues too, but no, or Valentine.
We love Bobby V. Yeah, that was a low point in Red Sox history. We will very soon forget. All right.
I like how all the guys who were like hanging out and literally like in the clubhouse drinking beer and eating wings were like all traded. They're like, yeah, see ya.
Mm-hmm.
Go to LA.
Yeah,
it's like if you have any problem childs, the Red Sox just ship him to LA.
And Mookie. Mookie is not a problem child.
No, Mookie. No, don't get me wrong. Mookie is not. But
David
like
Price is, but Mookie isn't.
Yeah. Like the whole thing he had with Eck.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Oh, I remember that. I almost forgot
about that, and I remember being like, okay, Eck. First of all, he's a Hall of Famer, isn't he? Yeah, yeah. Definitely Red Sox Hall of Famer. And like he's been around, and like if he's in the Hall of Fame, he can talk stuff like that. He can do stuff like that. And the fact that Price was like got all ticked off at him, it was like, dude, like you can't. What are you gonna expect? Like it's Boston. Like Boston media is really tough on people.
Yes, we expect perfection, even though we know it's not possible. We expect perfection, which
because we're a winning city.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, especially in like the 08 to 11, 12 time, right? Patriots didn't win anything in that time, but Patriots were always right in the mix of it. Celtics won 1, Bruins won 2 maybe, and the Red Sox won
13.
What? They won 7 and 13, so the Red Sox were still competitive in that time.
Yeah.
So, but let's get to the now of this team. So as of right now, the guy's under contract for next year.
Gotcha.
It's Chris Sale, and we don't know what he's going to be.
I heard he is not going to be ready for spring training, or he will not be even ready for opening day.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard that. I also heard that Erod said something like, I am 100% ready for 2021.
He's back on the road.
The thing is, you got to be careful, though, with myocarditis, because that's like a very problematic and drastic heart condition.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
So, like, you know, they know what the Red Sox know what they're doing, so they're going to, you know, be careful with him. But I think that guy might be the ace, or maybe possibly opening day starter, depending if we don't pick up somebody else. But
we also got Xander, JD, who opted in, Evaldi, still paying PD a lot of money. It's looking like he's gonna work with the Red Sox, try and get his contract less, and so he can retire.
Yeah, I'm glad that's happening. You know, I'm not glad that he's retiring by any means, but
he put his body on the line. He lost a lot of good years for this team.
You know what we can all say collectively? Screw Machado.
Yes, no doubt about that.
Always, I will always forever hate that guy.
All right, Erod has talked about Benny, who's somehow still on this team. Vasquez, Devers, Barnes, Plawecki, your boy, Ryan Brazier.
Uh-oh. I was about to say Verdugo, but okay.
No. And Austin Bryce. Those are the people officially on contract. Okay. The people on pre-arbitration, which means they're probably coming back. They're coming back if the Red Sox want them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian Arroyo. Absolutely should come back.
Yep.
Yohan Ibar is a young pitcher. I haven't heard too much about him, but
he's a closer. But I don't think he pitched with the Red Sox at all this year, did he?
It says he's part of the Red Sox, so yeah.
But did he pitch with the Red Sox?
Oh, I have no idea.
Like in 2020? Because I don't think I've ever hearing that name. I remember hearing about in the minor leagues.
We heard of Dylan Covey, but never this guy who's a 23-year-old. That makes perfect sense. Colton Brewer should probably. I wouldn't care either way. CJ Chatham. Considering we have Arroyo, I don't think we really need him.
You know, depth. You know, possibly. You know, we could possibly because isn't he a shortstop?
Yes, and Arroyo is.
Move him, or isn't Arroyo? Or we could move Arroyo to second base. I feel like
No,
that was what they might do.
we got our boy Chavis.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking for depth in the organization. We can move.
have Yairo.
Yairo!
I don't know
That's
how
my
you do that. But
Yairo Munoz. I
but
love it.
Chavis,
Yep.
Bobby D.
Bobby D.
What was that catcher we were just talking about before I hit record?
Oh, David Green.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his name.
I swear.
That,
I see his name, and I literally think of someone who has like a stuffed up nose. Like, am I right? It's like David Green. It's like, oh, okay. He's so French, and like his name is so French. You look at him, he's like, he's not French. But no, I like him.
These two guys can go fast. Matt Hall and Kyle Hart. Adios.
Get out.
Dawinson,
Dawinson.
Mazza, Yairos.
Bring him back.
I'll bring back Pavetta. Jeffrey Springs. Yeah, he's only 28. I'd give him one more year.
I'd give him another. Yeah. Or, wait, how long is? So he's 20. So Springs is 20.
Yes, Springs is 28.
Oh, Springs is 28. I thought you said 20.
No, he's 28.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bring him back for like 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. Our boy Robert Stock. Yeah. Adios.
Robert Stock.
If I need to make a bet and put it on Instagram. Like if he's back on this Red Sox team, I gotta eat my words. I gotta eat my words.
Watch him be that he's like our setup man, and Bobby's like, "What the heck?
Why?
Cora!
God damn it, Cora!" Josh Taylor.
Okay, keep him.
He can go. Valdez
really?
needs to come back. I'm not too big of a fan on Taylor. I'm not gonna lie.
We could give him 1 year and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's what I think. You know, he's on like the 50-50 for me. You know, he's seen potential, and then he's also had very crappy games, to say the least. So,
Philip Valdez.
Yep. Bring him back. Yep.
Walden.
Yep.
Marcus Wilson. Absolutely.
Isn't he a center fielder?
Yes.
Or outfielder? Yep. Okay.
Yeah. And then our boy Ryan Weber.
Ryan Weber.
Okay, never do that again, please. So those are the guys that could all come back. Quick reminder, we are still paying Manny Ramirez when he is 49 years old.
And he's going and playing in freaking Australia.
He's in
with all the koala bears and didgeridoos.
Don't forget about Dylan Covey, who got waived. We're still paying him.
Oh, really? We are.
Yes. Okay. So that leaves the question, what positions do we need? And who out of those positions do we bring? So for me, I'm saying obviously we need pitching. Any sort of pitching will do.
As a whole, pitching.
We need outfield depth.
Yep.
And I'm saying catcher because we need to trade Christian Vasquez. The reason I say that.
Please explain.
The reason I say that is because Chaim Bloom has felt pressure. And this came from an article from, who was it? I think it was MassLive.com. Chaim Bloom is feeling pressure from the owners to win consistently and start winning now. But he knows that's not the way to do it, is just go out and buy the big names. That's not what he's used to. Chaim is building the homegrown guys, right?
Yeah.
So you trade Vasquez, and I would personally love to see, and I think Tampa Bay would really throw a boatload for Vasquez. Think about it. They were right there. They were right there to the full goal. And they get a guy like Vasquez in, they'll be throwing a haul of picks towards the Red Sox way. And who knows that system and the guys in that system better than Chaim Bloom?
You do make a point that he does know the system well. I would say I do not genuinely, I don't genuinely agree with trading within the division.
I usually wouldn't either, but in this case where we got a division rivals, what do we want to call them? GM?
Yeah, I would say, well, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to get relief pitching. Mm-hmm. And, if you're going to go get rid of Christian Vasquez.
You still have, it depends on how ready Connor Wong is, if you want to bring him up or keep him out for one more year.
He needs another year.
Yeah. You have the guy we were just talking about who you're really high on.
I think he's very good. I think he is a good backup catcher. Like,
You think he's backup?
he's a very good backup catcher because if you look in the past 2 years or 3 years, however long Real Muto's been with Philly, they've kind of not tag teamed, but like, Real Muto obviously gets the majority of the starts at catcher, and Grayson would get, the days off.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very consistent hitter. His defense kind of worries me. I think he has a good throwing arm. He's really actually quite young, which is exciting. Isn't he?
He's 25. Yes.
Yeah. So he's. I shouldn't say young, but he's like
He's
middle of the.
Considering everyone else on the Red Sox, he's young.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you're under the age of 28, if you're eligible for arbitration, you're young to us. It's about how this works. But the one thing I kind of want to look at is you have Grione, you have Plawecki.
Okay.
Right? If you don't think Grione is ready and you want to send him down to the minors for a year, just so he can get full starter minutes, you need that 1 year gap catcher, either to back up or to be in front of Plawecki. Because Plawecki only has a 1 year contract left.
Which is why I would say this. I would say extend Plawecki, because isn't Plawecki like 29 or 30?
30.
He's 30. Give him 1 more year. Give him like
that's what he's at.
1 or 2 years
contract.
1 more year in his contract. So in 2021, the 2021 off season, he'll be a free agent. Is that correct? I would say, and Vasquez is going to be a free agent 2021 as well. I would say you do something more along the lines of what you do with Mookie, where you don't let Vasquez go to free agency. You either trade him or you sign him.
Yeah.
And I personally would say you sign him.
Risk him walking away for nothing.
Yeah. I also would argue that, there's been a lot of pressure from Tampa Bay, but I also don't think that catcher was really their issue. They're willing to go for anything.
Yeah.
My concern is what we would get for Vasquez wouldn't be an immediate. I don't think it would be an immediate. It would pay immediate dividends because
no, not at all.
But then, what would be the point of doing that if we're trying to win now?
Because Heimblum knows that the way to win, especially with this kind of roster, is not to try and win now. Next year, we are probably not making the playoffs. So you sell off a Vasquez and you get some good prospects.
Or you send off Casas.
No, Casas is too young. Vasquez is 30. You send off.
But you could
Vasquez is 27. Right?
Yeah.
How old is Vasquez? Vasquez is 30.
Oh, Vasquez is 30, right.
So you send off Vasquez to the Rays, and you let him do his thing and compete for a championship this year, right? But you need to bring in a catcher that will only be here for 1 year and just, be that kind of filler spot. Maybe be a little bit older, maybe be a mentor. And the guy that I want them to sign back for the nostalgia is Sandy Leon. He's 32 years old, didn't have a great season last year, but I think he could just come in, give us fans a little something to be proud of. Hey, Sandy Leon's back. Awesome. Give him 1 year to do his thing along with Plawecki. Let Grione develop in the... This is all if you trade Vasquez, of course.
Yes. Yeah,
but
okay.
Let him go down to AAA, let him develop a little bit, and then bring him up for the next year and start him.
That would be one. I would also think that a good mentor, you got to be careful with the age. You could sign Yachty. Do I think it would happen? Probably not. He's really old.
Season, but yeah, that boy 38. We go out here inside Eric Kratz though. Man's is 41. My man.
Oh my word! I just realized that. Yeah.
My man. Probably has kids that are older than Bobby Dahlbeck.
Oh, probably yeah. You could do something like a Mike Zunino. Mike Zunino, he's more of a power hitting catcher. Bobby's dying.
I'm dying. All right.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Or we could sign Real Nietzsche for a 1 year deal. Can you imagine? I'm just like, oh yeah, $32 million.
Oh yeah,
one
we
year.
let's trade off Pesky for nothing to bring in some cap space so we can sign JT Realmuto to a
Yeah, because
$30 million deal.
Yeah, because Vasquez is holding so much cap space for the Red Sox right now. If anything, I think if we want to try to get rid of cap space, you get rid of Evaldi. That guy's got a $17 million contract for the next 2 years.
Yes.
$17 million both years. Too much.
And he's the only one that really doesn't fit. Like Sale before his injury deserved that money. Xander hard deserves that money.
Yep.
JD really deserves that money. Pedroia, we're not going to talk about. Evaldi.
Pedroia deserves it, but Pedroia will not pay dividends.
Yes. Exactly. So catcher, we kind of figured out. I kind of want to go, hey, kind of suck your catcher. Come in, just be that guy for 1 year. So for first base, we have who would it be? Bobby Dahlbeck. And who would be as a backup?
Chavis.
Not really, but
stays off second base.
How would you feel about bringing back Mitchie Boy?
I don't.
Depending on
I
what you
don't
want.
think so. Yeah, but also let's be fair. The last time we gave Mitch Moreland a nostalgia contract, it was pretty big. That was like
what, $8 million? Yeah.
It was like, and that's funny because $8 million in MLB is not that much. But if you look at the cap space that we have,
that's a lot.
That's a lot. Oh wait, no, don't we have more cap space because we got rid of the Price contract?
We got rid of half the Price contract. Remember, we still paying Price $16 million.
Right.
Which yikes. Second base we have with Chavis and
Chavis / Munoz /
Arauz / Arroyo.
That's really muddy.
They can play anywhere. Shortstop, same thing with Xander. Third we have Devi.
Yep.
And Brock Holt.
I saw that name. I was like, do we want to?
Yes. If you get the chance, you sign back Brock Holt. Dude,
literally, do it 1 year, and then hopefully by that time, we have Arauz or Arroyo get that much more accustomed to playing one position, because Arauz and Arroyo tend to be people who they just kind of migrate over the infield. They never stick in one position.
Yes.
And I think Holt could be someone who, he is 33.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you give him more than a year contract. But for nostalgia's sake, I'd say do it. Why not?
Okay. So here's where I'm kind of torn, is the outfield.
Yeah.
We have Benny, who needs to improve his stock. We have, as of right now, Doogie and Marcus Wilson.
What the heck?
So we need 2 outfielders. What did you just say? What the heck for?
So Eduardo Nunez is registered as a right fielder.
I see that. That's funny.
That is not
he's
true.
He's a shortstop, right? Or second base.
Yeah, he's infield, shortstop, third base.
He had a -1 WAR for the year. So here's.
What were you saying?
I have 2 scenarios here, and you are not gonna like the second one. I can already. 3. First one is you sign back JBJ, which I'm already saying that's probably not going to happen, which hurts me, but it's probably not.
It's doable. It's doable. I think that what you do, if you do sign back JBJ, you do not sign it for a big deal, and you do it so you can prep Duran.
Yes.
I think we all can agree that we're trying to groom Duran right now.
Yeah.
And I think that whoever we get this year is going to be a filler for Duran, and you have him split with Duran, and you would want to have someone. Personally, I think we should move Verdugo to center.
To center, yeah,
because of he has an amazing arm, amazing glove. Move that guy to center, and then right field is big, so you want to have someone who can play very, very well. My pick is we go and re-sign Kevin Pillar.
That was
1 year deal.
You beat me to the punch on option number 1.
That really makes so much more sense. It's literally a 1 year contract, and we literally do what we did before. We don't trade him, and we use it as kind of like buffer time, between the two, because I mean, Pilar knows Fenway very, very well. Anyways, that's what I would say.
Yes, Pilar knows Fenway. You can have him run right field because he loves it. He's ran into that wall about 7 times already.
Yeah,
And,
he probably just
2 months
when he got to like sign with the Red Sox, I bet you he probably
practice
was
running into that
can
wall.
I just run into this wall? And they were like, what the heck is wrong with you?
Sure, go for it.
And Purdue was like, can I do it? No.
No. Your back's broken.
Your
Calm
back's
yourself.
broken, remember? Yeah, but I'm wearing the right spikes now. Okay.
But here's the thing. You need 2 guys, all right? I don't know how good Marcus Wilson is. He could run back up. But I say you go out there and you get a guy that's more specifically designed for a defensive replacement / pinch runner guy. And looking at those names, you already know who I'm saying.
I'm seeing 2 names.
Say him.
Gerard Dyson or Billy Hamilton?
Billy Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton. Gerard Dyson has a slightly better WAR, but he is 6 years older than Hamilton.
Yes.
No, you're right though. Yeah.
And you get Billy Hamilton to come and just be a pinch runner. Like you lose, say, okay, we're gonna pay you $750,000. Ride the pine, go catch a ball once or twice, steal a base.
Well, hey, and listen, actually, part of the Red Sox Cora press conference was Cora saying this team needs to be faster. We need speed on this team. He said, I literally watched a lot of baseball on my year off. I watched the Red Sox. I watched all these teams that were doing well, and I took notes. And I was like, regardless of if I was ever going to manage again, I took notes because I was like, this is what this team does very, very well, and I can see how they're doing that. Mm-hmm. This is what the Red Sox can do. And so that was really interesting. So the fact that you say Billy Hamilton, he's just not someone you have. You need speed. And Duran's pretty fast, if I remember correctly. Duran has some speed. But you're not going to sign Hamilton for his bat.
No.
Yeah. I think we can both say that.
I think we can say that with confidence.
Yeah.
But let me say scenario number 2 so you can yell at me a lot.
Okay.
All right.
Trade.
No trades.
Oh, no trade. This is a signing.
No trades.
Puig.
You signed Rusney Castillo. No, I'm kidding. No, he's unemployed. He will stay unemployed. You get Puig in here.
I feel so terrible for him because at one point, believe it or not, everybody, at one point,
Rusney Castillo
was a prospect for the Red Sox. We're going to sign you a 6-year contract, and you're never going to see Fenway Park ever again.
I still can't believe they went 6-year contract.
And he's
come on, man.
And the fact that he was like, yeah, let's do it, and then he got completely screwed over, and I feel bad for him. That's all I gotta say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the actual plan, you sign Yasiel Puig.
Oh my gosh.
The reason you bring in Yasiel Puig to this team is the same reason as last year. Because he was with the Braves for 48 hours, got COVID, and then
basically
no bueno, right? But
yeah, I felt so bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. But we were just talking about this team needs speed. Yasiel Puig does not get you speed, but he gives you. He's a little fast, but not somebody you'd expect.
That's what he has. He has aggressive. He's not afraid to run and to kind of go after balls, in the gap. He definitely has that that grit, like you said before.
Yes. He's aggressive. He has tenacity. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be afraid to stand up to the other team. Because this Red Sox team was quite a bit of a pushover last season.
That is true.
Right? It was terrible how much of a pushover this team was. Because teams were bully balling this team. I hated watching it. I hated it.
I would say this. I want to know what you think about this. Right now, we currently do not have... I can only think of one person who... Because in 2021, I feel like the Red Sox and Yankees rivalry needs to be rekindled. Because it's starting to kind of die off a little bit.
It won't be rekindled till the Red Sox get good again. That's not going to be for at least 2 years.
I don't know.
Unless you sign Puig to just go
You sign
Superman
Puig.
punch Aaron Judge.
Or like Gary Sanchez.
Yeah, that
He would
works.
automatically win brownie points for me.
Mhm.
But I think there is someone on this team who will what am I trying to say? Who is not afraid to be like, hey you, Yankees, screw yourself. Like, and I think we both know that person is Alex Verdugo.
Yes.
And
He's the hype boy.
he is the hype boy, and he is the guy who is like he's gonna be like Joe Kelly, you know. He's gonna be like, dude, you just slid into Brock Holt, and that wasn't cool. So I'm just gonna like throw at your head, or like I'm just like,
Just gonna put you
spike
in a headlock.
Basically, yeah. I think so. My concern about Puig though is he might ask for a multi-year deal.
He got his original deal with the Braves was going to be just 1 year
Was
minimum.
it 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he just get him for a 1 year.
You know, for a while, that's what he said. I will only be signing X amount of dollars.
Yes.
In this year. But,
all right.
okay.
So I need you to give me 3 starting pitchers you would like to see the Red Sox sign. And while you think of it, I'll do my 3. Right.
Okay. Oh Jesus! My gosh!
I'm
so
gonna give
many.
you. I'm gonna give you 3.
Okay.
And the reason I'm picking these 3 is mainly because of what do you call it? Of mentorship. These are not guys you're gonna see on this Red Sox team for more than maybe 2 years. These are guys that are gonna come in, tell your Tanner Houcks, your younger pitchers,
Ryan
okay,
Mata.
yes, okay,
Pivetta.
this is how we're gonna do this. This is how to make your game a little bit better. Like your
I
Phillips
also-
Valdez, your Darwinsons.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, that's what I'm doing with this starting pitching rotation.
I
Because
think in general, the people that we are going to sign this offseason are going to do that.
yes,
There are very few people that we could take from this free agency class. But it's not a young free agency class.
yeah, it's not.
So you're going to get that. Anyways, go ahead. Who are your 3 pitchers?
My first one you don't like is John Lester.
Okay.
My second one is Chris Archer.
Mm,
Don't give me that.
what are his numbers over the past couple years since he went to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, let me look.
I don't think they've been good.
My last one, and
Okay.
this one is somebody you could have on this team for a little while, is Michael Wacha.
Oh. Okay. I was not thinking Walker at all. Wow.
I really like Michael Wacha and everything he's done throughout his career,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just he'd be somebody. He's 29 right now. He would be somebody. I'd be like, okay, you gave him a 3-year deal. Cool, I'm fine with that. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Pittsburgh, he 3-3 in 2018 with a 4.3 ERA, and last year 2019 3-9 with a 5.19 ERA.
Yep.
That's
why I don't. That's why I would not. And I also don't think that he has much to give onto the table for a for starting pitching for mentorship. That's my only concern.
I still, if he came, I wouldn't be too upset because that's basically Ryan Weber right there in starting pitcher form.
That is true.
I mean, we can't be.
So I'm looking
Give me
at
your 3.
I have 2 right now, and I'll probably find a third one.
Call him McHugh.
First of all, no. I would actually 3. Number 1, and this is what I have heard. A couple sources have said that Red Sox have been interested in this. A 1-year deal with Matt Schumacher.
I've heard that too.
And I think that guy has been around the league, and I think he could do that. I think that he's not someone, and he's a right-handed pitcher. We need right-handed pitching for this rotation because we got rid of Perez, and that was a dumb. That was. I think that we could. There's always a chance we could sign back Perez for like a 1-year deal. Do you think it could happen? Probably not. There's a chance, not a high chance. Oh,
ignore that.
Okay.
I do not want to talk about it. Keep it rolling. May or may not have just knocked my water onto my laptop and clattered spurt
No.
everywhere. But we good.
So,
We
all right,
good.
cool.
Hopefully.
If you just cut out, then I know that. Okay.
I died.
You
Just
died.
ending it. All right, who
number
else?
2, he's 28. This is someone who would be a bit of a project, but I would say Taiwan Walker.
I was kind of thinking that too when I saw a list.
He
Thinking
could.
maybe.
He could be. We also know the Red Sox do not develop players well, so that's
No, do not develop pitchers well.
do not pitchers well.
Yes.
I shouldn't say players. That's a total lie. So I would say those two, and then I just saw Julio Teheran. I don't know what his numbers were. I mean, do I want to look it up now?
I like Julio Teheran. He's pretty good.
If I look up Teheran right now, 2024. Oh boy. No hits, 4 losses, 10.05 ERA. 2019 was not bad.
That's
2018. Nope, never mind.
no, just
Maybe Felix Hernandez.
maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not too far against that.
That's all I gotta say. I don't know. That's for starting pitching. I think, the Waka signing would be interesting, just considering the whole Cardinals Red Sox rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
And was he with the Mets recently? Is that where he was, or somewhere?
Remember. But let's get into the relief pitchers, which is the place we really need it. And for these would be guys that I would want to see on this team for years. And out of the 3, we can agree our number 1 would both be Keon Kayla.
Yep, hands down.
We can agree on that. My second guy would be Trevor May. And I've been wanting Trevor May to be on this team for years. I went there. I was watching a game against the Twins, sitting on Fenway, and watched Trevor May pitch.
Okay.
That dude, along with being a great streamer.
Oh my word.
Good guy. And another guy, maybe
win, no loss. Do you know what his ERA was last year?
Who?
His ERA this year was 3.86.
Who?
Mays.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 1 win, no loss. I wouldn't mind having him. Yeah.
And another guy that I might want to see on this team is either somebody like there's Kayla. I just had a name. Where'd he go? Probably a Brandon Klein or a Chase DeYoung. Either one of those 2 guys, just because they're younger.
Never heard of those guys.
Brandon Klein, I've heard a little bit about. I know he didn't put up the best numbers last year, but he's only 28, so he's still got some room to grow.
Yeah.
Mike is spazzing out as always because it doesn't like me. Look up Brandon Klein.
Okay. I would say.
Yeah, who would you say?
Kayla, first of all. Number 1. We want that guy. I would also. Ooh, there's someone. There's a long list. Jeez.
Brandon Klein is from the Orioles, and this is just his second year up.
Oh boy, he's from the Orioles.
Last year, in 2020, he only played 3 games, but had a 1.8 ERA and 5 innings pitched. So he only gave up 1 run in 5 innings.
That's not bad. How old?
We're not going to talk about 2019 because that kind of sucked, but.
Oh, okay. Well, he was with the Orioles, so you got to give a little bit of context.
He was 1 for 4 with a 5.93 ERA. I mean, I don't know about you, but that fits in perfectly with this Red Sox team.
Hey, he could be best friends with Matt Hall.
Yeah.
Jeffrey
But
Springs.
go for it. Who are your 3, and then we'll get to our DMs.
Kirby Yates. I'm sorry, not Kirby Yates.
I got a better chance of seeing God tonight. And we deal with getting Kirby Yates or Brad Hand, all right?
Brad Hand would be expensive.
Ooh, after you're done, I have a question.
I don't know, man. There's so many. I don't think we might make a trade for relief pitching. Wouldn't be
Relief
surprised. But
pitchers
I
usually
think,
come kind of cheap.
yeah, yep. I would say, where's his name? Kayla and anybody
Kayla,
else
yep.
want? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a
Relief
very
pitchers-
strange list. Everyone's like 35 or older.
Yeah. We could just get an Oliver Perez, who's 39.
Yep.
There's just
Perez, Tony Watson.
there's a ton of guys on here. Cole Stewart is somebody you can maybe get. He didn't play in the majors last year, but he's only 26. I mean, any sort of young guys you can get
he's with
in.
the Orioles.
Mm.
He's with the Orioles. He's like a starter, like reliever. He's not even like a. He's not like a relief pitcher. He's like a long reliever type, I think.
Yeah. But any sort of young talent you can get in here, you get in.
We'll take it. We'll take it. This is a rebuilding year, and I think we all know it.
Yes. But one question as I pull up our DMs from this week.
Yeah, man.
What do you feel about them potentially going and signing back Brandon Workman? Pulling that little
No reverse.
yes, pulling the Uno reverse, the Aroldis Chapman card.
I don't know. I have a feeling that the Red Sox are just done with Brandon Workman, which is really too bad. Because just when he was getting good, we traded him, and then he was junk. Just based off of what his most current stats were with Philly, I would be careful. I think that you maybe sign.
His time in Philly sucked.
It was not good.
That
Not
was
good.
was
I don't know.
It was just
Maybe.
bad to watch. My eyes hurt from that.
I mean,
My ears hurt
he
from
would be
listening to it while I
familiar.
was at work.
Yeah.
Like
He would be a familiar face, but I don't know. Maybe. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into our DMs for this week. And I asked the people, I said, I need help. What are you doing to pass the time during your MLB offseason? And I got to say, the DMs were a little dry this week. The people did not come to my aid to help me out. And
Okay.
So we have one for the ride. She says, play solitaire. I've never been too much of a solitaire guy. I've never won a game of solitaire. I stink at it.
I think I played one game, and I was like, this is an old person game. But also, like, I didn't really understand it very well. So, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. Two of our OGs, JD Martin and Patrick. I'll never figure out. Patrick Will-Ever, 22. Both said watch football. And
yeah, buddy.
Have you seen the Patriots anytime soon? Watching football is not an option right now.
Go Cam. Go Cam.
I will not. I somewhat watch, but I don't have like NFL League Pass or something. So I'm just watching more football highlights than anything. I'm watching my fantasy football team, not in our league, because in our league my team is terrible. But in the league that I'm in, that's paying league, is kicking butt right now. Ronald Jones just scored a 98-yard touchdown, and he is on my fantasy team. And then who else was it? Mark, the wide receiver out of Green Bay. Initials are MVS. Scantling.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, he scored a 78-yard touchdown
today.
Both on my fantasy team.
Ooh.
Matt Stafford is throwing dimes. All 8 of my spots on my bench are all people on bye week, so I'm the bottom of the barrel people. I have Matt Stafford starting, god damn it, and I'm still
okay, so quick take on him. I actually think that he is someone that people don't give enough credit.
Really?
I think he's a fairly people look at the Lions and like, oh, that's a complete joke. And yeah, there are a lot of big issues. Like they've never had a really like DeAndre Swift is like the first running back that they've had. Like everybody else, like
not Deontay.
Or whatever. What's his face? But like they signed Adrian Peterson, which I was like, what are you doing? Why are you signing him? Like, and I guess they wanted some veteran. But yeah, they have a good wide receiving core with Marvin Jones and Kenny Golladay, but honestly, I mean,
always
Stafford's been around a while.
Sucked.
Yeah,
And,
and I think it's the defense. I think part of it's the defense. They don't have a really good running back.
let me say, they have a great backup quarterback, too. His name, and Amber knows if she's watching this episode, I need to see a comment down below because she knows the name of the greatest backup QB in the NFL is on the Detroit Lions, and his name is David Blau. I be using David Blau all the time in Madden. David Blau is awesome. You'll have a receiver, right? You have a receiver out way wide. He'll run up and you'll try and hit him on the post as you're rolling out to the right. You'll throw it and he'll throw a field goal.
Are you serious? His arm strength is that good?
Yes, his accuracy is nowhere to be found. But no, the real reason I like David Blau is because I watched him one game in college.
Okay.
And he has some like crazy story going up. He had a great game in college. Went undrafted.
Oh, wow.
Went to the Lions, and then Thanksgiving Day, Stafford was out in 2019, and David Blau almost won the game versus the who they face against. I can't remember, but David Blau.
Oh, don't they play? Why do I want to say like Green Bay?
It might have been Green Bay, but I was really rooting for David Blau. That dude is
I
awesome.
kind of remember that.
Yep, I'm now up 72-27. Because
my fantasy team is, I don't know what my fantasy team's doing right now. I haven't really paid attention much.
Their team scored, and I'm up 75-39. Yikes!
Ooh, I'm losing 35-50 to Stefan. Shout out, Stefan.
All right, and then our last DM, which I almost forgot, was from our boy JT Phone Home.
Gotcha.
He said playing will be the show and rebuild the Red Sox, which they need it.
Dude, I've been doing that for like weeks, and I've gotten nowhere. So
I tried to rebuild the Orioles, and that's a lost cause. That's a dead meme.
The only two teams that I have successfully rebuilt and won a World Series with, which didn't really, one of them had to have some work done, one of them didn't. One was...
Didn't you say the Padres or the A's?
Nope. I did the Oakland A's.
Yeah.
Then second was, I recently did the Rays, and they literally needed like two more people. And then like for the heck of it, like in the 2021 free agency, I literally go and like signed Javier Baez just to play second base. And I was like, I am the like like the most powerful GM in the world. Like I have Willie Adames at short, and I have like freaking Baez at second. And I was like, this is just perfect.
This is good. This is a good day.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, I will not forget it this week because I want to talk about last week. Let's get into our. I think I was slightly intoxicated off eggnog. We're not going to talk about it.
Dude,
but
it's been Thanksgiving.
I be drinking eggnog like it's water. All right, no eggnog is the greatest drink out there. All y'all know it. No, down here we don't have the greatest, but Mayfield's eggnog. Compared to Hood's eggnog, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. All right, it's still quality eggnog, and I take my eggnog very seriously.
I feel like you should do the whole Dave Portnoy like tasting pizza, but instead it's just like tasting eggnog.
Yes, we'll have one episode where we'll just take different kinds of eggnog and we'll chug them.
You can't, because I can't have because it's egg, and I'm not good with that. But like you'll just drink that and be like, oh, cool, nice.
Accept the pain for the viewers, for the content. For the memes, Ari.
Oh, boy.
All right. Let's get into our favorite part of the episode. Welcome the people.
Welcome to Ari's Takes. So today, I decided that we should just kind of give a shout out to someone that I will always say his name wrong.
David Blau?
Never and ever. Nope. We'll always say his name wrong. No matter how many times I hear it right.
Giannis Antetokounmpo?
No, that sounds like you're having a stroke halfway through his name. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bruh.
You got a little narcoleptic.
Oh boy.
Right,
no. Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh yeah,
that guy can ball.
He's nuts.
That game, I did not, because I had to wake up early the next day, so I couldn't watch it. But my brother was watching the game, and he literally was texting me. He's like, dude, oh my gosh, this game is insane. Because...
Are you talking about him going up against Kyler?
If those of you who don't know, last week it was Arizona, Miami. Two young quarterbacks Kyler Murray has definitely showed how well he can play football, and like he and DeAndre Hopkins are like that,
Yeah.
which is really hard for me to say, but they are, and it's
R.I.P. Bill O'Brien.
no, we can screw Bill O'Brien. I'm so glad he's out of here. Anyways, Tua went out and played, and didn't they win by like a field goal, something
I
like
think so.
small like that.
I didn't watch the whole game, but
I'm gonna go back after this. I'm gonna watch the highlights of that game.
he
Anyways,
had one play where he just like was feeling the
he
pressure,
heaved the ball.
swerved around, and then
Oh, you're talking about
went
that
straight
play.
up the pocket.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Which it was funny because I didn't know that he was a runner. Is he a
He
runner
is.
or is he not a
Yes.
runner?
Have you seen his
Okay.
brother in college too? His brother plays just like him.
What's his name?
It starts with a T.
Oh,
I
really?
think it might be Trevor.
Oh, really? Ha,
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. All right. With that being said,
that's all I
you
was
got
gonna say
anything else to say to the people?
I would say expect a flurry of Red Sox news and moves over the next month and a half.
I don't see too many trades happening. I see just more free agent signings than anything.
I would say signing. Yeah.
And then hopefully we can get some content because, like I said, no content November. All right. With that, yeah, you like that joke at the beginning of the episode. With that being said, once again, huge thank you to you guys. We love you. Roll that outro music. We will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.